Well, morning everyone. Welcome back to the farm, I guess. So, I've actually worked out an alternative way of dealing with the fact that I still need to get a harvester. I've been that distracted with, ploughing up fields, getting them ready to go, that I've got to sleep through the night. Yep, that was the thing that happened. Let me sleep, and then I'm going to explain to you exactly what I'm planning on doing, because obviously I'm not going to be able to save the money to get a harvester like this. But in the shop, and I've never been able to work out how to use it, but then I was watching another video, so I've worked it out. And you can, by the way, you can see the vehicle leasing costs. That's the charge I pay for the truck at the sawmill. So technically it's not ours, but given that I am borrowing it, as it were, it made sense for me to do it that way. If they do say that if I want, I can eventually buy that, but that rig is a long way away from that being a thing. So, as you can see, I am purchasing a very vintage harvester. And I'm just finding the right header for it. There it is, all the way at the end. There we go. And oh, wait. Never mind. It's been a bit of time since I've last looked at this. I actually forgot that I'd already got this one. Don't mind me. Brain.exe is obviously not working. Right, so ignoring that, what do we have to do today? Well, the canola doesn't need any more fertilizer. Yeah, the canola. My brain is really not clicked in at the minute. So it's this field I've got to work on. That's right. So I'm not going to be able to put the stones in, so it's not going to be the best harvest. But I think what I'm going to plant in here is poppy. No, I'm not planting poppy. I'm going to plant soybeans. Because I still haven't fixed the map up so that I've actually got the poppies and stuff with the sell point. I could do alfalfa, but that's going to be a bit more awkward. However, the reason that I'm doing that is I would really rather use... Oh, let me turn that engine off. That's going to be loud otherwise. I'd really rather use the seeder that comes... Well, I'd really rather use this to do the seeding because it's going to be a little bit faster. I still don't know whether I should get rid of the Fiat Agri because... I don't know. Don't go wrong, it's a beautiful tractor and all. Let's not run into Grandma's resting point. But I feel like I could possibly do better by slimming down the forces. I mean, I could do canola, soybeans, sorghum, oilseed, grass, wheat, barley, oats. You know what? I'm gonna do wheat, because wheat I know I can make hay with as well. So we're gonna get on with that. Sorry, it took me a bit of time to work out what I was doing, but now that I know. So yeah, this is gonna be the second field seeded, I guess. I would like to eventually have a dedicated grass field as well, but that can wait a bit. And the reason that I have the big log trailer now at the sawmill is that, and the logging setup, the sawmill have gone, hey, you keep using it, you keep having to store your small log trailer there, so we're gonna keep this here. But it is ours, and you do kind of have to pay us to use it because, you know, they're not gonna let me use it for free. It'd be lovely if they did, but they're not going to. Holy heck, I might run out of seed at this rate. Oh, and I've gone so off track that it's, well, I'd say it's unreal, but it's me. I mean, this field is taking 420 seeds per meter square. That's a lot of seed. And I haven't got any more seed, I don't think, when this hopper runs out. And I keep missing bits. That is never a good start. Let me just rewind to where I also missed a bit up here. There it is. Because these fields are basically, well, how I'm hoping to make my money in the long term. I would like to have a full grass field as well, but that's going to require mowing equipment and baling equipment. And both of those are kind of outside our budget at the minute. It's kind of... So this is going to sound weird because I've just started another series on the Old Valley, the Old Farm, where I'm a farm manager. I started with a little bit of money and I get a wage. It's taking me a bit to get my brain back into the gear of this one, where I've got to be a bit more careful. But I think that's a good thing. This one makes me use my brain in a different way. But you've already seen me plant one field. I don't think you need to see me do the whole of this field. So I'm going to put this in as a time lapse. And I will see you, after I've finished the recording, I guess you could say.
The city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race. What's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business, 'cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race. What's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna quit my job, never wanna have no boss. I just wanna play my rock and roll the radio. Tommy's got brand new drums, and I still have my old guitar. And John said this next song's gonna be real good, if you know what I mean. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. Oh, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh.
Well, that kind of makes my decision for... We already had a bag of seeds. It's fine. Anyway, I've decided, as much as this was a very good track to start with, I don't really need to, and this one's the one that's going, I'm afraid, because I can't see me using it extensively anymore. So I'm going to take this one up to the shop, and we'll see what we can get from it. It's going to be a bit of a long road back, I can tell you that much. But I'll let you watch me take this tractor at least on its last drive and talk to you while we go. I'll say one thing. It's been a cracking tractor, alright. Like, yes, it's loud right now, but this tractor's been a cracking tractor. It's been the perfect tractor to get this farm started. I would actually go so far as to say, as without this tractor, it would have been a real struggle. It was the first tractor that I was hauling trees with. It did a lot the first field. And part of me feels a bit bad, you know, that I haven't kept it. But sometimes these things have to go, you know. Sometimes sometimes it's the end of the road for them, should I say. And that's kind of not a bad thing. Would I have loved to have kept it longer? Yes, but I can't justify it. Right now, I can't justify it when I need to repair that other tractor that I did get on sale, you know, so I was expecting it to not be perfect. But that other tractor is a lot more capable than this one. Also, at some point, I have lost my trailer, and I'm sure I didn't sell it. So I'm going to assume that I accidentally didn't select the mod that I used for it, and it's just gone bleh. So I do need to get a new trailer as well, because otherwise I'm kind of screwed for harvest. Well, I'm not screwed. I can put it, you know, straight into the silo, but when it comes to selling it, which is what I'm going to need to do, that's when the problem's going to arise. But yeah, farewell Fiat, you've been a good tractor. You've looked after me, well, and I've done my best to look after you, well. Now you've got to go to another owner and hopefully they will treat you just as well as I did. It's kind of going to feel a bit sad to see this one go. But yeah, I definitely need to repair that other tractor because... Oh, okay. I didn't know cars could do that, but they obviously can in this world. So, sell this tractor. Possibly get a trailer so I can get that the seed back that I suddenly found out I didn't need to have brought more because I had more in storage. I do want a bigger seeder as well. There's so many things that I want. Also, I've just realised a small problem with that. With what the sawmills agreed on. They've stipulated I can only sell the wood to them. So I can't sell the wood to anyone else. It's got to be to them only. Which is fine if I'm doing big loads, but when I'm not... did I make a mistake with agreeing to that with that sawmill? I don't know. I mean, they have said that they won't charge me if I don't use their setup, but still... Now I'm questioning it. I mean, I was only planning to use it if I had a lot of timber to sell it anyway. AKA if I just cleared a whole new space. And that's something else I guess I could do to make a bit of money up, but... I've got to think. I know the reason they're charging me so steeply is the fact that they themselves have only leased it as a trial. So they themselves have said, you know, that if it weren't for that, oh, that was actually quite a decent amount. Right, now around this side to visit the shop. So, what trailers do I have first of all in here that I could... I mean, that would be brilliant, but I can't justify it. Again... No, we'd be going back to the old issue. Interesting. How much is my header worth? You know what? A profit's a profit. I mean, I'd love that JCB fast track, but I don't think I'm ever going to quite have the money for that. Not for a long time. That's kind of goals. Right, trailers. Did I sell that trailer? I'm pretty certain I didn't. Right, let's see what I can afford. That's tempting because it's an auto load, but same with that. There's so many things that I'm looking at going, they would be really nice for me. And I'm having to remind myself I don't have the money for them yet. Same with this, but that requires the IT runner stuff. That would be nice. But I definitely don't have the money for that. Let me have a look into this, see what I can do. If I was just doing logs, that would be ideal. Same if I was doing pallets. And you know what? We're going to do it. You want to know why? Because I've just realised something. So it may seem a bit of a daft thing that I've just done that, but bear with me here. I've just had a great idea. Oh, that's going to leave me very tight for what I needed. Have I got anything less? No. So we've kind of ended up in the same situation as last time. But I've got a plan, okay? I just need you to trust me here. I know, I wouldn't trust me, but I need you to just trust me here. I certainly wouldn't trust my loading skills. Oh, no. What about if I spin you round? Right, so that's that bit. Then can I... This is overloading this a lot. I know you would never see this in real life, but... Yep, that's attached. Right, now to make the long walk back to the farm. I'll see you when I'm back, when I've managed to get everything back. Okay, so I'm going to detail my plan as I'm driving back. It may work, it may not work. But my whole idea is kind of centered around the fact that I've just realised I should have the money to buy either a open vegetable garden to get put in or a greenhouse. Either would work. But to feed them I need water, which is why I have that water carrier. I've spoke to the farmer's market before I came back, just to double check, because there's a beautiful farmer's market. They're quite happy to buy directly from me, and that should get us some money coming in. So that is basically my whole plan, to set up a greenhouse or a little vegetable garden and sell out. And the farmer's market say that if I'm busy, they can come and collect it. If I'm not busy, I can always, you know, sell direct to them. Well, I can bring it myself, but either way, that'll be income coming in, which is going to be quite useful, I think. You might disagree with me, but I think that's how we've got to do it. Just so that way, you know, I've got a bit more income coming in. I've got a way of making money that's not just relying on cutting trees down all the time. As for the tractor, well, as you may notice, as I noticed, I do have some more timber. I'm going to see if I can sell it to there's a carpenter just down the road, I'm sure of it. I'm going to see if they accept timber as well, because it's pretty decent stuff. You know, I've stored it nicely. It should be fully dry. There's been no rain recently, so it should be pretty good, actually. Hopefully it's not too dry, because I know they don't like it too dry either, but we're going to have to wait and see. I don't know why I've come all the way around here when the actual entrance of the farmyard is over there. I guess that's a little bit of autopilot kicking in. It's not too terrible because I can drive around this field. And then what I've also done is I discovered that the header for the combine, that combine was, well, it was cheaper to buy it that way. So, yes, it's got a bit of damage to it, but that's fine. It saved me a bit of money, basically. So I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to just drop this off in here. The water trailer, I think, can go just down this side of the barn. I do need to load it up. And the seeds can, well, I guess they can join the other bit of seed. It's feels strange to think that I haven't got that little Fiat Agri anymore. That is a really weird feeling, but yeah, I am going to... Now, do I sell the timber first, or do I get the garden put in first? I think I'm going to get the garden put in first. I'm thinking of putting it just here. I'll sit, and you're going to join me as I see what I can get. So it's a production. It's a greenhouse. So that's 2,000. That's 2,800. That is also 2,800. So I'm just seeing what the best option I've got is. 2,000 green. Oh, I don't want one season fertilizer, or 3,000 for that small greenhouse. I think, looking at it, it's going to be that little open garden. This one here that seems to produce a bit of every... Oh, that's no good. I can't afford one. Okay, looks like I've got to sell the trees first, but I'm thinking putting it there. So I'm going to bring this up here so I can load the timber. And as I say, I'm certain that there's a carpenter's just up the road. If not, then I can always go ahead and take it to the sawmill where I know they'll accept it. So just give me a few and we'll be off. That is not what I want to do, game. This is probably why I will never get a... Why if I'm doing a big harvest of wood, then I would always use the auto-load trailers. Because as much as I can do this, it's freaking tedious. There, I said it. Like, I'm sure there's people out there that love doing this side of things, and don't get me wrong, I can do it. I just find this is the tedious side of things, and I enjoy the profits over the process, okay? So, y'all can fight me, I guess. I'm just hoping that the spruce log is not too far forward to... See, that's going to interact problematically. As is that. Let me take a little bit of length off this bit. There we go. That should go on a bit better. I mean, it would help if it wasn't all wibbly wobbly, but, you know... Some things cannot be helped, I guess. Right. Tree. I need you to stop being quite so extra, because that's my job. You hear me? Okay, fine. You wait there. I'm gonna get some straighter pieces loaded up first, then I guess. Blooming tree being extra. I'm just imagining it going, no! Don't want to do it. Don't want it. Nope, not doing it. Can't make me. Yeah, that should be fine. You can't make me get on there, and I'm just like, bitch, watch me. You'll find I can and I will make you get on there. I think if I put this one just tucked onto this side, like that. No, that's not protecting the ground, I don't think. Then if I put this awkward pain in the arse piece of lumber on. Oh look, you suddenly decided to behave yourself, told you weren't getting your own way. And then this on. And I guess we're off. Hopefully we can pull this. Hopefully I've not got it loaded in such a way that anything's going to get blocked. Well, we're pulling it, alright. That's a good thing. And I'm able to steer. So, yeah, we've successfully managed to not block anything off. I am slightly concerned about how much I'm making this tractor work when I haven't serviced it recently. But it's going to have to be fine. That it is absolutely going to have to be fine. We're going to make this. Also, I'm certain that I did record footage for July, but just in case I didn't, I'll give the recap now, which I probably should have given at the beginning, but, you know, my brain doesn't always work like that. So July, we basically cut down more trees, sold more trees, ploughed a field. Partway through I got bored of ploughing the field and had the money, so I brought a new tractor, which is this one. Finished ploughing the field with the subsoiler as well, something else new I brought. And that was basically all of July. Oh, cut down loads of trees and sold them all. Yeah, this tractor's definitely got more oomph to it in terms of pulling power. Now I'm pretty certain there's a carpenter's up here. I've just got to hope they take wood, because so far I've only found that sawmill that takes wood. Should do, though. Oh. Sorry, car. I forgot which side of the road I need to drive on. I'm that used to pulling out and going the wide way, because I'm going up to town, that I clean forgot that actually no, I need to be on the other side of the road. Oopsie. I just feel a bit bad. I feel almost like I'm betraying the sawmill because they've been really good to me. But I feel like they are trying to make money out of me needing something like that. So if I can be more self-sufficient using this, then I think that's a good day. Right. Lemniasol. Do you have a carpenter that will buy my wood? I'm going to say that's not what I wanted. I mean, most carpenters like wood, don't they? Most carpenters buy it, right? Yeah, that's a purchase point. Wood sell point? Right. Does anyone want to buy my wood? Okay, nope. Nothing around here. What about here? Aha! Found it. I'd just gone in the wrong way. This looks promising. I found it. So yeah, I'm gonna just see what the sales are like round here. Because I feel like the sawmill I may have sold to a little bit too much. God bless! I'm gonna get some of you eventually, but not yet. So there is a closer dealer though, at least. That's useful to know. Nope, didn't nearly put out that window, I promise. No, I don't know what you mean. I totally didn't put out the window. See, the window's fine. I'm very curious to see if I get a better price for this lumber from here than from where I was selling it to, though this is a much tighter yard to get into. Time to practice my reversing skills. Nope, that's the wrong way. Let's try that again. This could take a while. I'm going to time-lapse this so you can see just how badly I get on it having to reverse anything up. Okay, we're getting there slowly though, but yeah. You get to have a good old laugh at how poorly I do when it comes to reversing. And I'll see you after the time. You wanna know what? That went bad. And I've spotted some cardboard that they've asked me if I can please dispose of. So I'm gonna, and some other rubbish over there, they've asked me to dispose of it. So I'm just gonna load that into the trailer so that I can take it up to where it needs to go for disposal. Not you. Not you, not you. Never mind, they've suddenly realised, no, that is stuff they're actively using, so nothing here for disposal. But I will check around, see if there's anything around here that I can possibly take to sell. Because that was actually a much better price than the sawmill's been giving me, and that kind of makes up my mind. I am going to tell the sawmill very politely that, no. That I feel... I'm not going to say that I feel they're ripping me off, but I'm going to tell them very politely that, no, I'm not going to be releasing the... I'll at least tell them I'm not going to be releasing the truck from them today. Aha, there's some rubbish though. Let me just see if they want me to dispose of that for them. No, I totally didn't run into anyone. I don't know what you mean. So So let me just go talk to someone. Ah, hello. Can I dispose of that rubbish for you? Yes? Okay, I'll get that loaded up and taken out your way now then. Thank you. I don't know if he works for there, but he said that I can, so... I would assume that if he didn't have anything to do with the business that he wouldn't be able to make that decision. He does seem to be staring at that van. I guess I'm saving him a job. But I should definitely have the money then to buy quite a few things actually, so I think I'm making the right choice. And I feel like this trailer is, I mean, at this rate I'll have the money to actually, you know, buy a better trailer as well. Especially if I can fill this up, because this is a lot bigger than the other trailer that I used to use for the rubbish runs. So I think it was meant to be that that trailer was gone. Now that cabin over there also looks like it's got a bit of rubbish in it, and it looks quite unused, so I don't think anyone would mind me taking the rubbish from there. Can I... Oh, I was so close to lifting that whole stack up. Hashtag disappointed. Now apparently there is a job opening for a garbage person, but I don't know if that's quite me. Yes, it's quite satisfactory for me to, you know, tidy this place up, and apparently they do make a compost out of all this stuff, but I don't know. I don't know whether I want to do it or not. I mean, I guess it'd be useful, but is it something I really want to do? I guess, like all things, it'll depend on how much it is. Right. Just gonna go and check on that, see if anyone's there I can talk to, see if they need any garbage disposing of. There's nothing around there, at least. I mean, if there's no one there, then I will just assume so anyway. Sorry, just letting that car go. Sorry, sir. I may be a pain, but I don't want to be that big of a pain. So, I've scouted around. Well, I'm scouting around right now. I can't see anyone that might belong to. Sir, do you know... Never mind. He's busy. I'm just going to do it anyway as a public service then. Because I bet you the youths love playing in here. And I wouldn't want my youth to be playing in a barn with splinters and everything. Sorry, sir. Oh, come here, Barrel. Ever feel like you're invisible? Sir, there is plenty of space for you to walk round. You don't have to stand and wait, you know, or are you the garbage disposal inspector? I don't even know if that's a thing. I bet you this barn was beautiful when it was full. You know, when it was properly built. Kind of feels sad that it's been left to go into such ruin. But you know what? At least we're doing something about it. May not be able to repair the barn, but we're at least doing something, you know? And apparently the pedestrian, well, this particular pedestrian cannot work out how to walk round something, so that's kind of on him. Well, I guess that's safe. I'm just going to stack these up so that I can come back for them another time. Gonna make it all neat. I'm gonna leave the mattresses behind. I wouldn't normally, but if this is where homeless people are also staying, you know, it's maybe not the best, but at least it's sheltered, it's warm. I'm just gonna tidy this bit up a bit. because I'm aware that I appear to be causing a traffic jam. But I know that I'd kind of want to be nice and neat and tidy, and actually I wonder if I can make this a bit better for them with some pallets. I mean, it's not going to fix everything, you know. I'm sure they'd rather not be sleeping rough, but if I can at least get a mattress off the floor, that might make it a bit more comfortable. I don't know if it will or not, but I'm trying, okay? And pallet beds are all the rage. Oh, I should probably not be doing this. Someone will suddenly want this. That already looks better. Right, let me just do the same with the other one, because I do have an extra pallet on the back. But just off the floor, just a little bit. Got to make things a little bit better for them. Actually, because there's some planks of wood around here as well. I mean, there's one plank. This second mattress is definitely getting the bougie treatment, okay? Is there another plank? Please tell me there is. There's only one. It'll be fine. That they may not just have as comfortable a night's sleep as the other one. But that's not too bad. Just gonna tidy this up, because apparently no one's heard of tidying around here. And then I guess I'd best be on my way, because there's a lot of people waiting to get past, and they could get past. It's not like I'm blocking the whole area, but apparently they've decided they can't. Right, I'll leave that there. Make a tire stack here. Because sometimes just improving the looks of an area is important. You know, if nothing about this changes, then I know that I haven't disturbed where homeless people might be taking shelter. So, or then I will feel a bit better about taking the mattresses and everything. Sir, there is plenty of space to walk around my tractor. I don't know why you feel the need to just stand there and stare at it. It's a very nice tractor, I agree, but still. There we go. That looks a lot better, actually, for having just tidied it up a bit. Right. Yes, it's a mighty fine tractor. I do agree with you there, but do you really need to stand and stare? Also, you could have easily got round that, so I don't know what's wrong with you. But yeah, I guess there's my good deed done for the day at least. Now, what I might do, in fact what I will do is I'm going to drop back into my home, quickly fix the tractor up, get the bar. No, I'm going to wait till I've finished buying, you know, selling things to buy the greenhouse, because I want to see how much money I'm going to have in total, because if I can get a bigger greenhouse, then that's going to be a benefit. And then we're going to go from there, because ideally I do need a trailer to be able to sell things with. But equally, I might find that I end up with the money for that once I have, yeah. Once I've got the greenhouse set up and running. Actually, where's the water in here? I've gone to all that effort of buying a water tank when I don't know where the nearest water source is. Right. I'll repair this. There we go. And then I'll work it out from there. Yeah, I think that's my best choice. Because at least now this should be working a lot more effectively than it was. But you've seen me drive this route up to the tip plenty of times. Actually, I think the greenhouse is going to go on this bit because it's flat. Yes, I'll need to come over here to remember to actually do it, but it gives me space to actually fit buildings in as well. So, but yeah, you've seen me drive to the waste recycling centre billions of times, so I won't make you watch that. I will see you back at the farm when I've, driven there and back. And we can see how much I get. Alright everyone, as you can see we're kind of back. I am going to put the greenhouse or whatever I get just here, because it's actually quite a flat area, so I've got plenty of space to actually put it. I've also got to remember to plumb in access for water. There's no water above ground on the map. Not quite ideal, but it's going to be fine, okay? So I'm going to drop this off here. And I'm going to go and reverse and pick up the water tanker. And take that over to where I'm going to build up the greenhouse area. I'm calling it the greenhouse area because I am suspecting that over time there's going to be more than one greenhouse. So this is only a small tanker. It can only take a little amount, but it's going to be enough to get us started. At least I think it is. So I'm thinking just about here should be perfect. So I'm going to start building the greenhouses and everything I'm going to need to deal with the greenhouses, including water. And you get to watch me. That one. So this is the point where I'm going, I don't know where I'm going to find the water. There we go. We've got a little concrete well here. The question is which do I prefer? I actually prefer that one. I'm going to try and turn it into an actual proper little yard area, by the way. But that is more expensive. Actually, you know what? We're going for this. There we go. And then one more greenhouse. That should do it. So let me just get these all set up. And then I'm going to work on beautifying the yard afterwards. I would actually say that I've got this place in the perfect spot because I can just sort of reload and unload this one at least without having to go too far. So that takes that amount. So they're only small. But as a starting point, I think they're going to be perfect. And, oh, there's a bit of wood over there. Gotta move that out of the way. So I'm just figuring if I get them fully loaded with water then, or at least nearly fully loaded with water. So right now this is going to look very bare and empty, but if I open the door. So I think I'm going to put tomatoes in this one. Selling. And activate. And I think I'm going to do lettuce in this one. Actually, I'm going to do tomatoes and lettuce in this one. So they will get sold direct. That already looks a lot better. And as I say, this one has strawberries in it. So let me shut the door. And I actually wonder, do I have the money to get something else? Because I would like that little outdoor garden patch. 2,000. Not yet, but I might have the money once I've sold. Or I could get the olive tree, but that again takes water, seed and manure, and the manure is what we're lacking. I'm going to just quickly terraform this up though so that it looks a bit more finished rather than what it is at the minute. Well, that looks a bit better. I don't know why it's not letting me paint under these. I'm just going to move myself well and truly out of the way in case it's to do with that. No, it doesn't let you paint under it. Ah. But, you know, it's at least a bit better. It at least looks a little bit more like there's been work done here. It's not just... Yeah. Right, so... There we go. I'm going to leave the Abbey 550 there because I don't really need it back at the yard. But I do have to remind myself, you know, I'm going to do that now actually. I'm going to bring that tree back. So let me go pick up my everything trailer, as I'm calling it now. And go and get the wood sold. They actually look quite nice nestled up there. It may just be me being a bit sappy, but I think they do look quite pleasant. So if I head out of here and head straight up towards the greenhouses, then I should find the tree stump, this bit of wood quite easily. I mean, there's a bit of wood there as well. Wow, it's actually a whole tree. I felled a whole tree and forgot about it. Well, that's okay, we can fix that now. We've found it again. It's not like me to forget about a tree, though. I guess that's what happens if you do a lot of tree felling all at once, though. You know, there's always at least one that you end up leaving behind unintentionally. Right, let me just get this loaded up, and I think we're going to go back up to that carpenter's that I went to last time, because he gave me what I think is a fair price. Don't get me wrong, I used to love going to the sawmill, but I've noticed that they've been cutting their prices quite a bit recently, and I get they've got to make money, and I've got to make money, but it felt like they just didn't want to pay the right amount of price for the lumber. So, well, if that's the case, you know, we can always swap who we sell to. I don't want to say I'm not loyal, but I need to make money. Not expecting this to be the world's most expensive haul. Because it really isn't, you know. By my standards, this is just a small amount that I just found a tree left over in a field. I'm sure that I spotted another bit of wood that I could tidy up. But if I don't find it again, it's fine, because I will find it when I eventually do the subsoiling. But I'm going to take this off up to our new friend. And who knows, we might have enough to get another greenhouse out of it. That'd be nice. But I think once I've solved this, I think that'll be it for the day. So, thank you everyone for watching this and me rambling away. If you've enjoyed it, please remember to subscribe. Oof, I don't know how I recovered that. But yeah, do remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and drop me a comment. Because likes and subscribes and comments, they all help a lot, especially liking the video. And it means that more people get to see it. And I do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you again next Wednesday. And once more, thank you. Bye bye.